It is Tuesday, December 17th, and you are watching a solo show, a single host edition. ShotQuality Live BetCast, baby. Let's get right to it. I'm Justin Perri, and yeah, I'm going to be doing this alone tonight, but we're still running the show. It is ShotQuality Live BetCast, presented by Sport Trade, and in over a year, literally over a year and a week, I've never done this show by myself. But that's not going to stop us. The show must go on. We might get a little drop in from Alec Musa tonight, but I don't know if you guys know this about Musa. He's engaged to be married, and he is checking out some venues tonight. So we do give him a pass. Pretty cool. Shout out to him. But anyway, what you see here on your screen is ShotQuality Live BetCast. Well, the Score Center is on your screen. You're watching BetCast. The Score Center, of course, shows you the expected score of every single college basketball game and NBA game, if that's your style, as it happens. And you can just scroll through, click on every single one, open up individual views, get a sense of who's playing well, who's getting lucky. And we're going to sit here for 45 minutes, just you and me, one-on-one. And we're going to bet on it, have a good time, and try to find a few winners. Came off a nice 5-5 day because I double dipped on that total. That was annoying, and I lost both. Moose went even as well. Max had a bad day because he bet on Xavier, even though our data said Cincinnati. And obviously Cincinnati came back and won, and he has to deal with that. And I don't know if maybe that's part of why he's not here. No comment. We're going to get right to it right now, of course, presented by our good friends over at Sport Trade. You're going to get single booms. Hopefully I'll check in the comments. Yeah, running solo, UNF screaming. Yeah, help me out today, guys. Let me know what you're seeing in the comments. We'll get right to it right now. North Florida not shooting great. Expected to be leading by 3 here at the half, down 13. Yeah, I think that's a good yell there, Evan. Big shout out to you for getting a obvious SQ spot. Let's start it off right. Speaking of starting off right, guys, I didn't bring my phone to the BetCast somehow. So I got to locate that. Oh, it's over by the TV because I'm watching DePaul St. John's on the big screen, and I got to get my bets in. But we're going to go ahead and get in on UNF right now. Hello, welcome back. Solo BetCast. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm Justin Perri. This is my show, so I should be able to handle it. I am the host. Max might be trying to come for the throne, but he's not going to get it. Plus 11.5 right now is the number I'm seeing on North Florida. Going to load up a couple books right now. Try to get the best numbers tonight so that, we can win some money. Those hooks matter. These lines are sharp. You definitely want to shop around, make sure you're getting the best look. I'm interesting. Okay. I'm messing up right now. No, okay. Yeah. 11.5 minus the 105 is the best number. We'll go ahead and add that to the sheet, and I'm in on it right now. All right. We need like some music tonight because I don't have anyone to talk to. Let's see. Oakland's Grinch. Oh man, you guys saw that? The dual Grinch. That's a great college basketball holiday moment. I'm also watching another one as, the Red Storm are dismantling DePaul. UNC might stink, says Zelly. ShotQuality doesn't think so. I think this is just probably maybe a little sleepy first half, missing some shots. Florida's hot. I love a good emotional indicator there. Not going to lie, when people are tweeting about how bad a team is, usually that's a low. I think we're there right now, guys, with UNC and Florida. It can't get uglier than this. I don't know if you can call it a spooky spread. Let's see what the line's being offered at right now. I think this is a nice spot to get in on UNC. If you liked them at plus 4.5, you should like them here at whatever the heck number I'm going to get. 12.5 minus 122 at one book. Another one going to hang a 11.5 minus 105. So let's go get that 12.5 minus the 122. Lock it in with UNC. Call it spooky. I like that. North Carolina. Let's go. I think that's a good spot there. 12.5, a little pricey. But minus 122, you still should be able to get some value at that 12.5. So anyway, score sheet, of course, if you want to follow all the plays, I'll make sure to put them up while we're hanging out here. It's going to be a little hectic for me because I'm doing it all by myself. So if it's a second behind, I do apologize. To get to the score sheet, you just go to ShotQualityBets.com, BetCast tab right here. Show you really quick. And then you're just going to jump to any episode. You can see that our next episode's on the 21st. No show tomorrow, but link to play sheet is in every single one. We might do a makeup show Thursday or Friday with no show tomorrow, but I'm here tonight. Holidays. What are you going to do, guys? Ho, ho, ho. But anyway, back to the good stuff. We have, of course, our word to our sponsor after our first bet. I did 2 tonight, but always a quick shout out to our presenting sponsor here at BetCast after our first bet. ShotQuality Live BetCast is presented by SportTrade. The best data in basketball meets the best prices. SportTrade offers instant in-game betting with half the VIG on both live and pre-game lines, with prop bets now available too. Plus, best-in-class support. Available in Colorado, Iowa, New Jersey, Arizona, and Virginia. Get 10% cash back on every bet in your first week, up to $300 cash back, and 1 free month of ShotQualityBets standard membership. Simply sign up for SportTrade using code SQB and bet $10 on any basketball market. What a silky smooth voice. Anyway, big shout out to SportTrade. Love them. Not a sports book. We are not sponsored by a sports book around here. I'm not mad about that. It is a betting exchange. If you've never heard of it, go check it out. You're not really playing against the house. Orders are filled with available liquidity from people who offer bets, real users, not the house. So you don't have to pay them. They want to bet against you. So you're just sort of paying fees to facilitate that. It's really cool. I hope it's the future because it's less VIG. Anyway, good data, good numbers. Good combo. Anyway, twice. Winthrop, Florida State, really interesting one here. We have a lot of value. This is definitely going to call up maybe some spookiness, but an early showing that Winthrop is getting those shots up, getting those possessions, getting decent looks here. I think this is more than enough for me to take some value against the close, right? That's why we put those closing numbers in at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see them. We have 5 wide. I can go to 4 wide for the solo show. Winthrop expected to be a 28-28 game. Now, Florida State probably a little bit in a class above, but the nice thing is we are seeing Winthrop play decently. Like, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. I'm loading in everything now, ranked at 139th. Load up Florida State. This is what our team pages look like if you've never used the site before. Ranked at 67th. So I don't really think this is a bad signal. Seeing a expected lead now here for Winthrop, a 18.5 point line over on DraftKings right now. And then a good old fashioned, let's see, we got a Florida State. I like, honestly, the user interface with DraftKings and having the jersey colors helps me so much when I'm doing this, not going to lie. Let's see, I have to read on FanDuel. So shout out to them for making me read, I guess. Also 17.5 there, 115. So I'll take the 18.5 minus the 120 for Winthrop over there on DraftKings. Always shop, always find the best line, and then lock in those live bets. I like it. I like it a lot. Winthrop should be getting some points here. They are shooting kind of well. We can go and look at the individual Score Center. We call them both the Score Center. I wish it was easier. We just call it Score Center. Individual Score Center look here for Florida State and Winthrop. You can see the shot breakdown here. Florida State taking 16% average shots. Winthrop at 50% good shots. Only 2 bad shots the entire night. So this is plenty reason to go ahead, grab a little bit of Winthrop here today. This is a nice spot. I like this one a lot. So in on Winthrop, 18.5 minus the 120. Let me get that on the sheet for you guys. All right, pretty fast at the whole typing thing. Let's get back to scrolling and rolling. We have a few games. I know I saw a comment there earlier. Shout out to you guys in the comments here on YouTube, which is where I can see them. So shout out to you guys. Missouri Jacksonville State is a good one to find here. Let's see what we got. this is a spot where you could probably expect this to be a discount on Missouri. Expected to be a 5-point lead, is a 5-point deficit. We'll go ahead, lock that one in. Not too much hesitation. I like Missouri as the side there, maybe going in, but I think, in general, a combination that I think puts you in line to, make decent bets is getting a discount on the close when ShotQuality says that one team is hot versus, playing good ball, right? Or agreeing with it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get a nice play here on Missouri. Hopefully you guys are beating me to these lines when I'm saying I'm betting them instead of waiting for me to hit the button, which I would generally recommend. Minus 10.5 is what I'm seeing. It's now 19-12. Look, hot starts happen for teams on the road. They come out all charged up, and then it just does not really last. Probably because Missouri is the better team and they figure out how to get there. So yeah, let's get that 11.5 in. I think it just went to 10.5. Oh, back to 11.5. So again, if you miss a line, I would always say to wait a second rather than taking the worst price, especially if we get like a great move or the team we bet on hits a 3. Just wait. It's college basketball. Things come back. So yeah, I'm seeing 12.5 now, right? So yeah, just make sure that you are doing the right things, being smart, not like rushing because, oh my God, Justin said he placed the bet. I have to make sure I get the in on that bet. I can't miss it. He said it. No, have a little patience, have a little poise. You'll sleep better at night. You'll win more bets, in my opinion. And I think just, more level-headed means better betting. Again, it is now a 7-point 4-point game. So that's good. Look, Missouri's going to be fine. We have the data saying they should be up 6. They're down 2. You like that 10-point threshold, but I think you can probably get a little bit skinnier with it instead. So anyway, a lot of games starting up right here at the 8 o'clock hour. We got a great Tuesday slate. You're here watching ShotQuality Live BetCast, a solo show. Just me. Usually I have a Musa and a Max with me, but they're probably going to be back this weekend. Going to do a show Thursday, Friday to make up for it. I'll be at LIU tomorrow night. If anyone in New York wants to come out, say what's up. Tickets are like $12. You should definitely come support the Sharks. I think it's going to be a close game against Mount St. Mary's. Should be a Sharks +2 scenario. I think with a good home court, we can will them to a win. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow night. And also the guys aren't available again. So that's life. Anyway, we have a couple big deficits here. George Mason with Duke is already down pretty big, but this is, a low scoring game. I mean, that is a low scoring game. I think you can expect this one to maybe start speeding up. We're going to take the over there in the second half, which, you can just take on the live line. Same thing. It's halftime. 110.5 is what I'm seeing over there. FanDuel, do a little shop. Maybe I'm going to try to hold my phone right under my camera so that when I'm shopping, I still see you guys. Yeah, 109.5 minus the 115 looks pretty good over there at DraftKings. We'll go lock that in. I like that number. I like that 109. I think that's a good spot to get in on it. I think these overs have been pretty good. Duke should definitely pick it up. I'm definitely a little concerned about George Mason. Maybe you like a Duke team total here with 14 points to them on the expected differential, just 10 for George Mason. And of course, the Duke defense might just be that good. So if you don't really like trusting George Mason to score, Duke should be scoring more. And there really isn't anything to be thinking, okay, George Mason's going to stop him. So yeah, over 109 for Duke and George Mason is the play. I love live betting. Honestly, it's a lot more fun. I think you get a little bit of a better, I get 105. You get a little bit of a better chance to gain an advantage over the books by gaining data, or I guess getting data, and just seeing how it goes. So North Florida jumping back into this one, which is what we like to see. We have West Georgia versus Charlotte. We can take a very game-by-game approach here this evening since it's, just me. Musa said he might pop in and say what's up, but I don't know. Thank you guys all for hanging out. I'll check the comments if anyone, really wants to buzz me, say what's up. Yep, Kunal, everyone saying hello. Anybody got the link to the bet sheet? It's always the same link. So you can usually just like write in like BetCast and an old date and click on the old one that pops up. But I did just put it in the chat. So you can check that out. Or just like bookmark one sheet. We really don't change it. Like this one's still called 11. because I haven't updated the title, but I've updated the title. Anyway, what are you gonna do? St. John's dominating on my screen right now. This is a game ShotQuality is expecting to be a 16-point game. It is a 22-point game with Kadari Richmond at the line. A good game for Richmond, a good game for RJ Lewis Jr. That's what I like to see. I'm holding a 50-1 ticket. I'm pretty excited. You can still get that number 55-1 at FanDuel if you like them. I like this team, man. Ejiofor is someone who is not talked about yet, but Ejiofor with Kadari and RJ Lewis Jr. and Smith. It's a good team. It's a good team. Got some shooting in Wilcher and Scott. I'm excited. But anyway, they're on in the background for me. Nonetheless, Clemson, South Carolina, Tar Heels on the brain. This is expected to be a little bit of a closer game for Clemson. I think maybe if you like a money line here, expect them to come back. I would only take that with the expectation to hedge. It's probably enough for a play, 8-point differential, especially at like the high major level is pretty valuable. Got this FIU over. We'll get to that right now, but let's lock in a little Clemson. Let's take Clemson. I think the plus 5.5 here is probably going to look pretty good as we get to the end of that game. I don't think they'll win, but if you do like maybe experimenting and trying some stuff out with the technology, if you want to take that with the idea of hedging when that point spread also, gets to a better spot. Yeah, 4.5 at DraftKings is not what I want. I want that 5.5 over at FanDuel. It's a much better number. Always shot. Oh, I got the sirens tonight. I can't even put up the fun siren thing. But all right, let's lock it in. You guys can hear that, right? Look, that's what happens. We live in New York City. You get some sirens. Honestly, they put me to sleep. Let's get to that FIU over. Good call out here. 4 points more expected for FIU over on the far left side of your screen, I think. I don't know how it mirrors. I would assume so. But and then East Carolina expected to have 5 more. I don't know, maybe if I missed this one, but it's a little bit too short. Got to get Freddie's great. Big shout out to Freddie. I literally tweeted at him that if he's ever got some extra time and wants to be a writer for SQ, dude knows how to use the technology really well. He's just great at breaking it down. And I think proof great for shot quality when you have someone like Freddie Mills doing a great job and using the data and showing that it works. So shout out to him for helping me. Justin, do you like UC San Diego plus 9.5 tonight, bro? UC San Diego. I am just plainly a fan of that team. I've heard some conflicting thoughts from some very sharp people on UC San Diego, and we can load that up here on the scheduled tab. Really easy to just jump around here, check out everything that the page has to offer. Utah State's pretty good. Utah State is definitely a good team. The line seems pretty accurate to me. ShotQuality likes both these squads. A 28 rating for UC San Diego is super high, though. So if you like looking at it like that, yeah, this is probably a spot to take UC San Diego. If you haven't seen our projections that are available now, you can go over to the matchup simulator and just, I think we've actually moved on to tomorrow. I can check what it is, though. Let me get back to the Score Center, and I can tell you what our projected score was today for this game. Let's see. UC San Diego, Utah State expected to be a 7.5-point game per the ShotQuality projection model. So yeah, a solid play to take the points there. It should be a battle between what I think are 2 of the best mid-majors in college basketball right now that no one's talking about. Watch that game tonight, guys. Seriously, watch that game tonight. All right, back at it. Let's reload the page, get the 8 p.m. games on the screen. The only thing the BetCast software does not do, the Live BetCast Live Score Center software does not do, is automatically put new starts on the screen. You just have to refresh. We did take a Clemson bet. I don't know if I got that one on the sheet, so my apologies. Yeah, I took Clemson plus the 5.5 minus 115. Just put that on the sheet now. Look, you can blame. Usually have a Max and a Moose here, so you can blame them. Robert Morris. Let's talk about RMU here. That was a interesting one. I'm on Robert Morris pregame. I know they did not start off too well. Yeah, that's really bad. Yeah, let's spooky spread it up. I don't really see any reason why we shouldn't. It's scary, but that's what we do around here. This game's expected to be a Robert Morris lead. They are getting distinctly lucky. We can't really give credit for luck. That's essentially the tagline from using ShotQuality Live to bet. Let's see if I can even find a line. Man. Oh, 12.5. Yeah, I'll grab that 12.5 minus the 115 here. ShotQuality Live BetCast. You know it. Yeah, I don't see a better line. Sorry for all the stuttering and 12.5? 12.5. Yeah, 12.5 minus 115 is kind of widely available. So go ahead, grab that bad boy, lock it in. Sorry, yeah, talking tonight. Woo! Solo show. Wouldn't recommend it. Not for the faint of heart. Let's talk about some other stuff that we got here. WCU money line. Appreciate you guys shouting it out. It's right on our screen right here. But no. Let's talk about why. So ShotQuality's algorithms are designed for, I would just say it lightly, as good competitive games. And so there's two real limitations that I've found, and I think they're both a symptom of the same thing, which I think is honestly a problem that I'm not upset with. It's that when you have like a really, really good team like Tennessee against any type of not good team, you're just going to have like real issues in terms of the live processing and the size of these players. I mean, this Western Carolina team is bad. So you're just the shots they take live are just like, when we calculate them later and realize how small and like how individually bad some of these Western Carolina players are versus how individually good. And honestly, Tennessee's probably the second best team in the country at the worst. Like if you know your college basketball, you're not putting Tennessee outside the top 5 right now, right? That'd be crazy. They're just going to keep dominating. Western Carolina is just going to keep losing. Tennessee is not taking, like, they're just getting anything they want. And Western Carolina isn't taking like good shots. They can't get good shots. So like you can go look at the individual score center here. But essentially these games, these liminal games, essentially, where it's like one of the best teams in the nation. Is my Wi-Fi messing up? And yeah, but if it's we just took a 12.5. Sorry, I didn't put on this sheet. Am I messing up? Need Musa here. Robert Morris. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Robert Morris plus the 12.5. But anyway, you want games where things are realistic, right? Where you're not really talking about teams that are in widely different places. And also, shout out to Buddy Holly. It's like our first Twitch user chatting. We are on Twitch. You can watch wherever you want. I'm not really big into forcing people to be in certain places. Obviously, I think you have to pay for Twitter now in order to chat. Anyone can chat over on YouTube. But I almost forgot, because I am Musa and Max tonight. We have a giveaway to do. We always do a giveaway here every single episode, and you can win multiple, because you want to know what? The people who chat, the people who are here, the people who subscribe, I'm happy to give you guys free months. Like, that's what it's about. We love you guys. Thank you for watching. We're doing a free premium month tonight. I'll tell you why. Because we just added a major feature for our premium members, exports of data. And ShotQualityBets, the tiered memberships are about access to data. So exports are a premium feature, and we did not have exports of projections available yet, but we do now. So when you go to this matchup simulator page, I don't think I'm on the right. I'm on Tennessee. But when you go to this matchup simulator page now, premium members will see this button, this export to CSV button, which, you can go and get started for tomorrow. Of course, all members can see them, and you can just type in whatever you want to see for tomorrow. Nice Big East showdown where Marquette should dominate. But to actually get them into a CSV, aggregate them, use them for your own fits, models, whatever, I don't know. You will have to be a premium member. And of course, you get downloads of a lot of other things. And then there's API access. If you're interested in doing even more, you can get access to the shot probability models. There's a lot of cool stuff that we do underneath the hood. Back to the task at hand. live betting some games. Hey, shout out to you, buddy. Appreciate you. We'll be back, of course, for our next episode. Definitely Saturday episode. We never miss. But I'll be out at LIU tomorrow night supporting one of my favorite teams, the Sharks. I'm gonna grab a bunch of gear and hang out with the mascot again, like I did last time. But no show tomorrow night. We'll try to do either Thursday or Friday. But and then we'll have probably an update to the schedule in the new year, because games, like the days of the week, might switch. But assume we'll stay. I like Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. I think it works. So we'll stay on our track as much as possible. We have not really talked much about this row here. We have a little bit of an over scenario for Holy Cross, Quinnipiac, but honestly, I know those teams are a little bit at the bottom of the barrel, so I'm going to pump the brakes there a bit. Only scored 72 points in 25 minutes. That doesn't sound like they're getting to that 143. If you want to be brave, you want to do it, I understand it. This is a tough bet for me to get. Anyway, actually, I'm wrong. No, this is legal. They're not in New York. All right, they're not in New York. Come on, 132 is low. No such thing as being scared around here. Let's lock it in. Quinnipiac, Holy Cross over 132.5. Quick shop 130. Just up to 133.5. This is why I don't shop. All right, 132.5 minus 125. Go. Saying go. What do I think this is? A release show? Funny, but yeah, let me get that one on the sheet for you guys. First total of the night, which is Quinny Holy Cross over 132.5 minus 125. All right, cool. Updating that as fast and as often as I can. If you see me forgetting, I apologize. One man show, one man bandstand. Cash rules everything around me. James Madison, Wake Forest looks really accurate. Marist, Stony Brook looks like a total flip-flop. Expecting Marist to be leading this one by 11 points, and they're down pretty big right now to Stony Brook. This is a double New Yorker for me. So let me see what I can find here. It's going to take me a second, but no hesitation. Go ahead and take the Red Foxes while I load up my PPH and see what the heck they're offering me. Probably not going to get the best lines, but we're going to take it anyway. That's what we're out here to do. Just essentially scientifically play the edges that we have in an effort to show you just how much fun, just how cool, just how valuable the software is. What were they talking about? Marist. All right. Seeing a nice plus 3.5 minus 115. So I'll go ahead and lock that in on the Red Fox. Cool. Like that all for one unit. Would consider money line there for sure if you can get a decent price. Seeing a nice plus 160. It's a little late. So again, you're probably getting better lines offshore. Onshore, we don't really say it like that. Domestically, you're getting better prices. So I would always shop. Miss State playing against little Central Michigan here tonight. Pretty accurate, both within 2 points. That's well within reason. Anything 2 points we don't even really consider. I honestly, one thing that I've wanted to potentially rework, ShotQuality Live is really only in its second full season. The show's a year and a week old. Thank you for watching. But I think the way that the color system works right now is just a pretty strict 3-point differential. So this goes 3 points either direction. It will go hot and cold. It goes 6 points either direction. It will go double. But I think we could probably create a more accurate system where that is gauged based on how many points have been scored, how many shots have been taken, right? That shouldn't be 3 points in the start of the game is very different than 3 points at the end of the game. But again, that's really only an end behavior problem. Middle of the game, no problem. That's why we use the middle 20 minutes as the best time for betting. It just makes everything the most homogenous possible. All right, Missouri has taken that lead back before even getting to half. Maryland spanking SFPA. This is another good example to show that, this happens a lot. And if you get comfortable with shot quality, you'll see it a lot. When the big teams are spanking the little teams, sometimes the SQ does not fully get it because, again, it's not understanding that these guys are like in literally a different league. You have guys going to the NBA on some of these Power 5 schools, and St. Francis, PA is, a varsity team by some comparisons to them. Or a high level varsity team. Not actually. They'd probably beat high schoolers easily. But nonetheless, Seton Hall, Villanova is going over, and Seton Hall is expected to be doing better. I don't think this is a place where you should hesitate because Seton Hall is bad or Villanova is expected to be good or something. I don't know. We're locking it in. I like grabbing the Pirates in this spot, expecting Villanova to cool off. Lines that I'm getting for this bet are a little variable. Oh, North Carolina is about tied it up, huh? Huh. Shocking. Who would have thunk? There were people saying that it was over. No, again, you want to get out on that money line now, you get out on that money line now. It's 45-46. But yeah, that's how you do it. Seton Hall, where the hell is that one? Pardon my language. I don't think I actually have to pardon my language. It's a gambling show. If you're not 18, turn it the fuck off. But yeah, no, for real. What are you doing? Yeah, we're live betting. So we're going to grab Seton Hall plus the 12.5 minus 120 as I essentially ramble to myself alone in my living room with no co-hosts. So why? Because ShotQuality told me to. At least, that's what I'm going to have to deal with my accountant later in the year. Where'd all the, why are you gambling so much? Well, we have the software that tells you the expected winner of every college basketball game. It's straight out of the office, but we, it's pretty legit. If you haven't seen why we do have explainers as for the shot probabilities and how it all works, you can just scroll down to the bottom here. And I think, this takes you to different parts of one big write-up on the predictive models. A lot of good stuff at the bottom here. Links to the whole site. You can email us, all this cool stuff. And of course, the pick of the day just started. We are on Valparaiso because, obviously AI can't do everything yet, but it can track the location of college basketball players and tell us the expected score of the game as it starts. And look, Valparaiso's out to a hot start because they aren't a bottom 100 team. They're like a top 150, top 200 team, which isn't so far off, but that makes a difference. And they will probably fade, but that's a great start. Shout out to them. Drake's out to a hot start. We'll probably look to fade them in a few minutes. Want to see if it either grows or declines, whatever. St. John's is all but cooking as I look up to my TV screen. I love to see that. Seattle, Western Kentucky tied. Not enough time sort of gone by. Let me check in on some of you guys here in the comments, see what you're telling me. Wichita State. See what we got there. Yeah, really good spot. Really good call out. Expected to be up by what you would think the first half was going to be, right? So I love when ShotQuality basically says like, hey, yeah, like that line was good. That closing line, that 14 was spot on, like 8 points. They should be up 8. They didn't hit anything. UMKC hit everything. We know for a fact if it was what ShotQuality says it was supposed to be, if this score was 36-28, this spread would probably be like 14 and a half maybe. We are going to get a much better price. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to storm back and cover the 14, but the fact of the matter is that ShotQuality thinks that in the second half, this game should trend towards a 8-point lead to Wichita, or that level of efficiency, right? That's the expected efficiency. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what we can get on UMKC here. Lock in a nice on Wichita. Lock in a nice +4.5, an underdog line. And honestly, we're going to take the money line here too, guys. So we'll go money line on +185, +4.5 as well. I'm going to probably go. Yeah, we've been doing 0.1s, but this is like a full play on the money line. So I'm going to go full play on both. It's a full-on double dip right out the gate on Wichita, expecting them to come back. Great call, Brad. Appreciate you. Let's go. Double dip graphic, please. Crunch. Yeah, this is a nice spot. look, it's a little scary. You only got one half of basketball for everything to kind of come back around. Ooh, plus 200 over on FanDuel, yo. Yeah, that's the line to get. You can save a couple cents on DraftKings for the plus 4.5 at minus 110. But 200 ml is nice, dude, for Wichita. And then also plus 4.5. I'm like rushing. Yeah, that's some good stuff. Let's go. Let's go Shockers. Let's get them. Down 14 at home. This is that type of line that you want to, get in on. So I'm into it. I think this is some good value. So fun. I like a good money line bet. We've had plenty of winners like that. It's been a lot of fun. We've hit like a 30 to 1. So I'm sure the person who hit it is still hanging out, because why would you ever leave? But yeah, a lot of fun. Robert Morris coming back. This is what it's all about, guys. You can play it however you want now. You see Maris storming back a little bit. You can get out on your bet. You can hedge. You can middle. I think just ride them. I ride them to the end, yo. There's no reason not to. North Carolina, we can check in on some of these games here. I don't know if anyone took that over, but if you did, it's looking like it's trending towards that shot quality score. UNLV Dayton is spot on. Clemson's struggling a little bit. They're down 8 still. That means you can still probably get in on them. You have a 4-point lead for NCAT, expected to be 5, so you're not touching that. Wow. North Florida fell off against North Carolina Asheville again. Asheville's just going hot. Not really a fall off for UNF. My apologies to them. Let's see what we got in the comments. How early is too early? Usually you want to get 8 minutes done. You want to get that number of possessions in. I think you're okay. I think we're okay. Let's hit it early, Zelly. Let's do it. Let's go. K-State, grab it. Spooky, I don't care. Regular lock in. I'm gonna give Max a shout out. We'll call it. It's a Riz bet, baby.
Take my number and lock it
in. Indian head, no moccasin. Yeah, that's not a good lyric anymore, right? Shout out to Max, of course, for I like that. Take my number and it's pretty good. But yeah, I like this play. That's a good call out for our good friends over at Kansas State, the other Manhattan, plus 10.5, minus 114 over on FanDuel. I think this should be a fruitful one, minus 110 now over on FanDuel. So let's go ahead, lock that bad boy in. And this one for Max, tribute to Max, who couldn't make it tonight. But K-State plus 10.5, minus 110 as my AirPods start to die. Cool. We'll keep the show rolling, though. Nothing can really stop us tonight. Solo show, no problem. I mean, that's 12 bets. So definitely carrying the torch. We had a good night, honestly. A lot of action, a lot of places to get in on bets. Big shout out to you guys in the chat. Doing a good job giving me some stuff to fire on and help me out, being my eyes. I appreciate y'all tonight. Ooh, water break. All right. Yeah, wow. Robert Morris doing great. Expected to still be up, but not playable. This is interesting because I think this honestly is another testament to what St. Bonaventure is doing. They're legit, guys. Like, this is legit. I don't think Sienna's coming back. I don't think that Bonaventure's letting him come back. I think if you want like a gut play, I'm not putting any money on it. But if you want a gut play, St. Bonaventure's right now minus the number, like whatever it is. They're just gonna run it up. They're gonna win by 40. They wanna. I mean, we just saw Woj tweeting out that he's essentially saying he's gonna be making a case for the school to try to join the Big East. That means every game is gas pedal to the 40. That's just what it means. So I don't know if that is helpful for betting, but it probably is. Good thing to watch. Bonaventure going to probably continue to outperform and push hard. They're really well coached. All right, Holy Cross, Quinnipiac. Not going great. We wanted that over to come home. There's still a few points down on it. You can probably still get in on the over if you wanted to. You think it's going to close fast, maybe speed up, but this is some interesting non-con, I think Connecticut action. Interesting. Marist still expected to be up. He haven't gotten in on that one. Probably last call there on these 7 o'clock tips. We didn't really get much from Winthrop, but we have a whole second half here. So there's a lot of time to play on a lot of these games. Winthrop, for sure, you have time to get in on. Didn't talk about Gardner-Webb, Georgia Southern, but I'm not even going to waste any time. No one said anything. Bill, appreciate you too. Shout out to you. No one said anything about Georgia Southern, guys. Thought you guys were supposed to be my eyes and my ears. Come on. I'm not a big fan of this Gardner-Webb side, guys. I've been vocal. We've seen many collapses from them. I think you can trust them here. They just went up now by 8. They hit a 3. Watch it pop in any second now. About 30 seconds behind the book latency, 10 seconds behind the book latency. So the 3 should pop in any second now. Again, a good, getting familiar with this software. If you start using it, timeouts can be your friend if you're new. Players subbing in and out can be your friend. There's so much strategy. But yeah, we're pretty caught up here. We have a 4.5 line. It's a 8-point game. ShotQuality expects it to be a 12-point game the other way. I mean, that's about as big as you're going to get here for Gardner-Webb. Let's see what type of lines we're getting. Yeah, 4.5 seems to be the best price out there. Seeing a -110. Go ahead, lock that one in. I like it a lot. I think this is on Georgia Southern, to be clear. We're betting on Georgia Southern. I think you can also go ahead and lock the money line in here. I'm going to do that as well. Expect that to be a full play, same as the spread. So 2 double dips tonight. Georgia Southern joining the one we just took. I can't even think. Get a nice +240 over there at FanDuel, who both books offer good pricing. You definitely want to shop. There's not one that does better or worse, is sharper or less sharp. You can definitely find scenarios on games where both are advantageous. So use as many books as you can. I try to use 3 while broadcasting, so that means you guys should be able to get to 5 or 6. And probably increase your ROI by a good percent doing it. And, long-term compounding, think about how much a percent matters, right? Like if you're earning 5% every week versus 6% every week, after weeks and weeks and weeks, you're talking, 5 weeks, talking about 2, whatever. It matters. Georgia Southern, nice. Maybe I missed it. It's my bad, Brad. Thank you. I definitely could miss it. Come on now. Let's consider who we're talking about. Speaking of, if I've missed your message about a free month that you won or ShotQualityBets membership, please hit me up. I actually have some time this week. It's so much fun. I got a workout in today. Feel good. 4-point game for Georgia Southern. But yeah, please let me know. I'll get you the free membership. I'm going to sort through my inbox by the end of the week. So hopefully, I'll get to you anyway, even if you don't get to me. Scroll and roll. That's what we do around here. Southern, it's a 10-point game here against Ole Miss. That looks pretty spot on, so not going to touch it. Robert Morris making that move. St. Bonaventure pushing to 30. Tennessee pushing past 30. Central Michigan expected to be a 10-point game. It's a 5-point game. Wouldn't really touch it. Maybe lean over if you really want to bet there. Missouri's yet to run away, but we now have evidence saying that it's supposed to be a close game. I'm not worried. Our bet was still founded, so we'll see how it goes, but a little worrisome for sure to not see that expectation in our direction. But I would hope that would mean, or we would all collectively hope that means that we have seen a gain in our live line. So it's -10.5. What did I play? Oh, I didn't update the last one. I took Missouri. I didn't even put it down. That's not great. Someone remind me what I took Missouri on. I'm going to put in the GASO number, which is +4.5, and GASO ML +235, so I don't forget. But I know we took Missouri on the slow start. I just don't seem to have written it down. Let me see if I bet it. Or I know I bet it. Let me see what I bet it at. Wichita State, Kansas State, which is on there. Nice. It must be on DraftKings. Maybe someone in the chat remembered. Missouri under is a play. Too late for JMU. We haven't talked about that game really, have we? Rule of thumb, 8 minutes is pretty. No, it's not too late at all. What are you thinking about a 13-point game here? Expect to be 6. It just might not be enough. Like, sure, that's the way to bet it. But yeah, I think that's how you would want to take that one. It's just not something you can do right this very second. All right. Georgia Southern already plus 1.5. Pow, pow, pow. That's what I like to see. We're looking for what the hell I bet. Sorry. God damn. I'll go. I'll figure it out. Thank you, my good friend. Is that live? You guys, that's what you guys got? Okay. Yeah. Thanks. That sounds right. So that's where it is now. I think we got that around before Marist. But it was a play for sure. All right, cool. Appreciate you guys. DM Punk, E-Man, love y'all. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out. ShotQuality Live BetCast. Wow, 45 minutes already in the books. But I don't have anywhere to go. So we'll keep rolling for a little while longer. Reload the page, see if we have any 8:30 games popping up, even though it's literally 8:30 on the dot. Let's see, let me just respond to a quick texts. Wow, what the heck? Drake, Kansas State is not going good, guys. I mean, I took Drake pregame, but this is about as big of a spanking as you can get early. I mean, this is a double dip. This is a double dip. 26-8. That's an 18-point game. Expected to be a 4-point game. Let's just do it. Double dip it. Bang, bang. I love it. I love this play. I think you got to trust it. They're going to figure it out. They're going to get back into this one. Let me see what I didn't even know what the line is. It's so bad. I'm so stupid. My brain is just kind of farting. 11.5 is what we're going to take it at officially. So what did we get before? K-State was 10.5. So nothing's really changed. But we have plenty of data. And we're getting a point. So maybe they had the ball. That's probably why. Let me see what I got there. Getting to the end of the show, getting to the end of my ability to do this with that fervor needed, lads. All right, Auburn, Georgia State, really not going well for Wichita State out the gate here. I don't know why they can't seem to hit a shot, but if you haven't taken them, I still think you look into the spooky spread and you fire. It's UMKC. It's UMKC. Like, this is a good Shockers team. But maybe they just don't got it tonight. Maybe they just don't got it tonight. All right, let's see. So we gotta find it. North Carolina. All right. Let's see how we're looking in some of these games. North Florida is not really hanging around. That's crap. Hold on. See what else we can get here. All right, Clemson's back into it, so that was a hot start for South Carolina, guys. Like that's all it really was. Damn. See what else we can get. I'm just trying to find stuff. It's not easy when you sort of hit it all. Georgia Southern back in the lead already. Let's go. That's amazing. That's amazing. North Carolina bringing it to a 2-point game. Expected to be up so heavy. So heavy. Florida answering, but I mean, this is just a spot where, you know, it's I'm shocked. I mean, this is essentially what it was going to have to be for Florida, based on what we saw on the shot quality earlier in this game. I mean, North Carolina is essentially the better team. My mom's texting me now. Doesn't she know I'm working? But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. My mother's texting me mid-show. All right, Wake Forest, James Madison. Yeah, didn't touch it. I'm kind of glad we didn't go the right direction. Marist is back into it. What else can we find? Towson, man, they ran away. And Robert Morris is not making the push I need them to make. Okay, well, plenty of time. As for Missouri, they're going to probably start running soon. Again, this is fascinating. This is a fascinating one. Kansas State starting to make their move. That's good. Valpo looking like they might have some trouble, but again, we don't need much tonight for the pick of the day, just the 21.5. Not much more going on. I think we might just have played it out. I mean, we have a big sheet tonight, guys. That's a big sheet. That's 16 bets. I did everything I could to replace these guys because them not being here, just had to put the pedal to the metal. So hopefully we get some of these winners home. I am going to sign off. There's just not as much action for the rest of the evening. A lot of these bigger spreads aren't going to be super interesting to us. We have a lot of plays in. I would continue to look at Wichita State. That run's going to come. Shot quality is going to be correct. We are normally correct more often than not. That's just what you got to trust. So maybe if you want one last play, it would be to go in there. As for anything else, not really. Continue to trust Kansas State to chip away back into it. Road teams getting hot early are great opportunities. Great opportunities for live betting, especially when you have the SQ data. So, of course, if you want to get access to the SQ data, of course, it is available for purchase. Anyone can get their hands on it. ShotQuality Live is available for standalone games with standard membership. And of course, every pick of the day game is available for free. So even if you just want to go, use it for one single game tonight, you can log in and you should be able to watch the Valpo Ohio State interface, even with just a free registered account. Make sure you sign up for the email. Just lost my microphone at the perfect timing. So that'll do it for us here at ShotQuality Live BetCast. I'm going to try to get the music in. It probably won't do too well, but you can catch us for our next show on Saturday for sure. There will be a show either Thursday or Friday night. We're going to try to find a pocket of good games for y'all. I'll scroll through this one last time. Marist has a lead. We need Robert Morris to figure it out. We're on Georgia Southern on the money line. So hopefully that one gets home too. We need Winthrop. We got Holy Cross doing well. North Carolina taking the lead. But yeah, looking like a good night. I will see you guys on Saturday for sure. And enjoy your live bets. Thanks so much for the solo show support. I love you guys all so much. Shot quality, BetCast is like one of my favorite things to do. So I'll bring in the music. Thanks so much for watching. Really just such a fun time here live betting and sweating. I will catch you guys next time on SQLive BetCast.